Hi everyone, my name's Shana. I'm an instructor here at the Potawatomi Zoo. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make an origami rabbit, and here he is. Pretty simple, and just to make him you would just need a square piece of paper. If you have origami paper, great. If you don't, you can always make your own square paper. And also if you would like a pair of scissors, and that's all you need. Alright, so we're going to start with our square piece of paper here. We're going to make a kite sort of shape, so you can kind of put it in a triangle. And we're going to make this crease right down the middle here. So we're going to fold our paper in half like a triangle and make a good crease. Okay, so you can open your paper back up. And this edge right here, we're going to fold right into the middle, right in here. Take your corner and fold to the middle and make sure those two edges line up. And we'll do the same on the other side as well. So that edge right there goes right to the middle here. And make sure you make a good crease. Okay, so you have a kite shape here. And we're going to take this top triangle and fold it down to the middle. So make sure your middle crease lines up with the middle crease, and then crease it down. And so then you should have this flap there. We're going to take that same corner and fold it back up towards the top so that it overhangs that top edge there. And this is going to make your rabbit's tail. So you can make that as tall or as short as you want your rabbit's tail to be. There we go. And then we can fold this in half. There we go. So you can see his tail sticking out a little bit, and then that's where his ears and his head's going to be. And then right here along this line, we're going to fold back and make it at a sort of angle. This is going to be his head, so arrange it how you think his head should be angled, and then make a good crease. There we go. So here's his ears, and this is where if you want to take your scissors to make his ears separated, we can. So we'll open this up a little bit right down that middle crease. So I'm going to put my scissors here. And you can cut just a little bit. You don't have to cut all the way down his nose, but just enough to separate his ears there. And you should have two little flaps then. So right there along his head crease, we're going to open him up a little bit and invert this fold. So if you push right in that point there, you can start folding his head backwards. And I'll turn this around so you guys can see a little bit too. So right pushed in that little point, and start folding his head backwards and fold him back. So the shape is still the same, you just now have an inverted fold where his head is going to be. And I can show, there's his ears again there, and his head. So let me show that again. So same thing, poke right into that point, and then fold his ears a little bit back, and you're kind of reversing those folds that we did earlier to make his head a nice shape there. So now we can just kind of touch up the ears here. So we're going to round out his ears so they look nicer. So we'll fold down these ears and make a nice crease where his head is, and that way we can shape the ears. Fold that down. And then poke the ears back up, and then place your finger between those two sheets of paper and round them out. And then you can kind of poke them on the back too, and make sure those ears really round out. And same with the other ear. Open that up and poke on the back of his ear to round it out. And there is your rabbit. And like I had in my first one, you can choose to put in eyes and some whiskers if you'd like. You don't have to. But there are your finished rabbits.